Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my car. We are still on lockdown and my whole household is still at home, so this is really the only place that I can get a bit of peace and quiet to do any filming. Plus my filming room, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that we just knocked down all the walls and made it into one massive room, which again has no doors, and basically our downstairs is just one massive room now. So yeah, I thought I'd come out into the car, get a bit of peace and quiet, just get away from everyone, really. So today, as you probably know from the title, and if you're over on Instagram, you'll know because of my story, I'm going to be doing a get to know me Q&A. Do I say A weird? Q&A? I don't know, maybe that's just a croaky morning voice. It's lunchtime. So, as you probably know, my name is Evie. I am 24, going on 25 actually in September now, which is terrifying. So yeah, I'm a gym receptionist, obviously not working at the moment. I'm on furlough, as quite a lot of you are, and I'm possibly going to be on furlough until like September or something. I don't even know anymore. Just waiting to get the green light to then go back to work because I miss people. I'm such a people person, and being at home is just not, it's just too much for me. I like chatting, as you can probably tell because I'm talking to my camera. Okay. First question. Where would you like to travel and why? This is actually really difficult. I should have probably like read through these beforehand. I just copied and pasted them and now I'm just like, where would I like to travel? So me and my boyfriend would really like to do like a road trip around America. I obviously, as you can probably tell, absolutely love food. So I'd really like to go around all the different states and stuff and like taste all the different food and just experience, I feel like America, because it's so big and there's so much diversity in every state, whereas, I don't know, England's just England, isn't it? Scones. Oh, don't even go there. Yeah, so definitely like a road trip around America in like a camper van or something. We love the TV show Gino, Fred and Gordon. And they go around America and like experience everything and all the different cuisines and stuff. So we would love to do that one day, but it's quite expensive. Someone literally just put babies ? No, not yet. So I want to get a house first. Like my main priority right now is saving for a house. Actually, I'll link this in. Someone else just put house? No, new house ? Not yet. So before we have babies and whatnot, I really want to be financially stable, just being logical about it all. So at the moment our focus is getting a house, a first house, and hopefully we're saving up as much as we can at the moment, and fingers crossed come spring 2021 we'll be able to start properly house hunting. And then once we've got that, then maybe babies, but no, I think there's still quite a few years to go before we start having babies, I'm afraid, guys. Calm down. Bet that was Naomi. Okay, enough on that because I could talk for years. Okay, next one. Hobbies ? You guys are really good at questions. Just one word ? Okay. Yeah, hobbies. So cooking, obviously. Crochet. I'm making a nice blanket at the moment. Oh my god, I might even just insert like a little clip here to show you my blanket because I'm so proud of it. It looks so good. Other hobbies. Talking. I suppose when the gym's back open, like I do really enjoy being in the gym, working out and stuff, and that's literally just because I work there. It's kind of hard to ignore it, and all of my colleagues and that are quite fit. So it's definitely like an encouraging thing working at a gym, which I really enjoy, because before I was a major couch potato, baking too many cakes and then just not moving. So yeah, I'd probably say fitness, but I have to be in the gym. I've like throughout lockdown, I've noticed that I just can't work out unless I'm in a place that is just to work out. Like I can't just go for a run. I tried. I can't just go for a bike ride. Again, I tried for a little bit. I need to be where I'm at work, and say I finish at lunchtime, I'll then go straight into the gym because I'm already there and there's no excuses. So, and I do really enjoy it when I'm in there. It's just getting me into the gym. But yeah, hobbies probably mainly just like cooking and crochet. I'm a little bit of a granny, really. Oh, if you think I sound like I've got a cold, I've just got hay fever and it's doing my head in. But so I'm sorry if I'm a bit Oh, going deep now. Okay, what is one of your biggest struggles So if you'd asked me this like a year ago, I would have said like being dyslexic, because if you're not dyslexic, you really don't get it. Like, it's really difficult to explain to some people why you just can't, I don't know. Yeah, it's really difficult. You don't feel like you're normal because no one understands it. But talking to other dyslexic people, you're like, yay, I'm not weird, and it's not like anything bad, but it's just something like your brain works different, I suppose. So that would have been like a year ago, that would have been my biggest struggle. And it still is like a major struggle. But now, so like autumn last year, I think, I started having hearing problems, and they're still looking into it. But yeah, I'd say that's my biggest struggle at the moment, really, is just hearing. My hearing's really bad, and it's so frustrating when you can't hear something and then people just repeat it at the same level. So they say something, you say, sorry, I can't hear you, and then they just repeat it, and I'm like, no, it's not because I wasn't listening, it's because you're too quiet. I can't. I just can't. Yeah, that's my biggest struggle, especially like, oh my god, with lockdown, people wearing masks, I rely a lot on lip reading to like connect the dots, because I can sort of hear the noise, but I can't hear the definition of what words you're saying. So then I lip read to sort of compensate for that. But where people are wearing masks, like I've been to the hospital a few times for tests to do with the ear thing, and I'm just like, what? I can't see your lips, so I can't hear you. And yeah, that definitely made me realise how much I do rely on lip reading, which is crazy. So I'd say that's my biggest struggle at the moment. And I think going back to work, I'm a bit nervous about it, because there's going to be perspex in between us, which will obviously dim the sound even more. Face masks, I don't even know. I'm so scared. But it'll be fine. It's just one of those things, but it is difficult. I was going to say, let's do something a bit lighter. The next one, what's the scariest thing to ever happen to you? Oh my gosh, this is too much. So like in 2016, I didn't feel very well. And then I still didn't feel very well come lunchtime that day. My dad thought, don't eat anything, let's take you to hospital and just get you checked over. I basically just had tummy ache, and I was like, a bit extreme, but okay. If dad says we need to go to hospital, I trust him. So we went to the hospital, and then they said, okay, well, we need to do major surgery, like emergency surgery. So there was like a blockage in my intestines, and they didn't know what it was, and it was quite dangerous. So they needed to sort it out very quickly. And that was terrifying, because I woke up one day and thought, I've got a bit of tummy ache. And then that evening, my tummy was cut wide open. I've got a massive scar, and my life has been different ever since, to be honest. It sounds dramatic, but from that surgery, I then had other complications, eating problems, sort of like an eating disorder, all in my head, because whenever I'd eat, it'd hurt, so then I wouldn't want to eat. And then because I wasn't eating, I would then feel really poorly. It's a lot. I'd say that's the scariest thing, and it's been the biggest impact to my life as well. But, you know, it's 4 years later, I'm getting better. Just, like, it probably took me a good 3 years to properly get over it. I'm starting to eat better, which is good. Like, yeah. But that was terrifying, because my life changed in an instant, and I did not see it coming. Massive jump to something completely different. What's your makeup routine? I don't really do much, to be honest. I'm not a makeup artist. I grew up with two brothers. It was literally like my old friend when I was younger, Lily, that actually showed me what makeup was, sort of taught me sort of what to do. Yeah, so I sort of taught myself, learning as I've grown up. So now all I do is fill in my eyebrows, because they're falling out. I don't know why. If your eyebrows are falling out and you know why, please let me know, because I have no idea what's going on. I'm just sort of colouring them in at the moment to try and hide the fact that they're falling out. It's not fun. So yeah, I usually fill in my eyebrows, bit of mascara, bit of powder to get rid of any greasiness, and that's about it. Sometimes, like today, I've got eyeliner on. I don't know if you can see, and I put a bit of eyeshadow on. Again, I don't know what to do with eyeshadow. It might be really easy, but I just wipe a little bit on my eyelids with my finger. I'm honestly the worst person, so I will not be doing any makeup, anything on this channel. Just gonna say that now. Yeah, and then just like a little bit of lip balm, really, just to keep them all moist. Them all? Just the one pair, just to keep my lips moist. So yeah, sorry if you thought it was going to be a lot more interesting. Although actually, fun fact, I used to wear foundation, but I don't know, so I usually wear foundation in the winter because I'm really pale and not tanned, and then summer I usually try and stop and just use powder. But I've decided to try and rewire my brain to accept the fact that when I'm not wearing foundation I do look good, because I found that if I was wearing foundation a lot, if I wasn't, I feel like I'd look like a zombie. But in reality, it's probably all in my head. So by not wearing foundation, like I don't touch the stuff anymore, I've just come to realise that maybe I do have like slight lines here, but I think that's just like my normal face. I don't think that that's anything to be ashamed of. And I've got loads of freckles as well. I don't know if you can see. Like, yeah, I've got freckles all over my face. So putting foundation over them gets rid of them slightly, but people would love to have my freckles. So I'm trying to embrace my actual face, basically. Have you ever dined and dashed at a restaurant? No. Like, I am the most honest person. I get so scared walking out of a shop and making sure that I haven't got anything. I was out with my friends once and it was so horrible. I was like, oh. So we was in Zara, that was it, and we were just chatting, and I like picked up a top. I was like, oh, I like this top, this is nice. And we were just chatting. I completely forgot I was holding it, like on the rack. I wasn't trying to hide it or anything, I was just holding it, walking around. And then my friends were like, okay, well, we're done in here. So we walked out and the alarms went off, and I was just like, no, I'm not stealing. And I literally shouted, and I was just like, but I don't want it, I forgot, I'm so sorry. And then like the security guard like took the t-shirt away, and I was like, oh, I don't want it, I'm so sorry. Like, it was a complete mistake. Oh my god, my heart was going for like the rest of the day. I was so on edge. So now I literally check myself and I'm just like, have I got anything from this shop that I haven't purchased before I walk out? Because it was such a horrible experience and everyone was staring. It was so embarrassing. Oh, that sort of follows on actually, weirdly. What's your favourite clothes shop? So I don't really have one. I like to go charity shopping. Yeah, charity shops are my favourite because, you know, they're, I don't know if you'd call it sustainable. I don't know. It's good for the environment because these clothes aren't going into landfill. It's good for charity because you're giving your money to a good cause. And you can get some real bargains as well. And not everyone's going to be wearing them because they're probably from like 14 years ago. And I love that. And you can find some really good gems in there for really cheap. And I like the hunt, really. Like, it's a bit of fun. Rather than just going into a shop and be like, that, and that, you have to be like, oh my god, what is all this granny stuff? Get through it and then find that one item that the shop assistant's like, damn, I wish I'd saw that. So she could have had it. And that's, yeah, it's a bit of a game, really. Okay, so there's a few, like, cooking questions. So I'm going to bunch them together. How did you get good at cooking? Good question. So since I was like 17 probably, I make dinner for my family every single night basically. So practice makes perfect, really. Because you have to do it, you just have to get good. And honestly, there's been loads of meals that I've made and absolutely disgusting and we haven't done them again. But it's trial and error, really. That's what I'd say. You just got to do it to get good at it. I still have days where I burn pizzas, like frozen pizzas. Mainly because my attention span's awful. I just completely forget that I'm making anything. But so I found, especially being dyslexic, it was really difficult for me to read a recipe and to understand what they're saying, and it'd take me so long and I'd have to reread it. So instead I'd go onto YouTube and I'd type in how to make curry, and then I'd watch the person physically making it, because that's just how I learn best. I learn by seeing and then doing, rather than reading. I just can't take information in, really, when I'm reading. So yeah, I definitely like get onto YouTube, watch my videos if you want, but also there's like so many other brilliant videos out there. Follow foodies on Instagram as well. I always get really good inspiration from there. Pinterest has some really nice recipes. You have to be careful, there's some like spammy stuff on Pinterest, but it's good to give you inspiration. And yeah, YouTube. So, but if you guys want anything else, any tips, tricks, any other videos you want to see, let me know below or over on my Instagram. And, you know, just send me a message as well. Just send me a message on Instagram. I'm happy to answer any questions you do have. Oh, I also went to catering college, but I don't know. I don't think I learned too much from catering college. I feel like I learned more just doing it. Whereas catering college sort of taught me the trade, and like, I don't know, I was awful. I'd just eat all the food and get in trouble quite a lot. But it was really good fun, to be honest. My auntie and my grandma, they also cook a lot and bake a lot. So as a child growing up, whenever I was with them, we'd just be cooking and baking, and that's sort of where my passion for it started. So if you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, basically, what would it be? So if we're going for like a raw ingredient, definitely potatoes, because potatoes can be literally anything. Chips, wedges, roasties, oh my god, roasties, mash, literally, oh yeah, potatoes. Okay, what's your go-to meal? Definitely, if I'm feeling lazy and if I'm really hungry, it's spaghetti bolognese. Definitely, because it's so quick. Although recently I keep forgetting to cook the spaghetti. Oh my god, I don't even know why. I get there, I'm like, right, dinner. I've got like the garlic bread and everything, and then I'm like, wait, we're missing something. What's missing? And then we've got to wait another like 10 minutes to cook spaghetti. So yeah, spag bowl for sure, because it's easy. You can put loads of different stuff in there. You can change the flavours, you can make it more garlicky. So it's quite diverse and super easy, mainly. So someone asked, how did you get into design with your clothing, etc.? So that is referring to my business, Evie Designs UK, which I'm wearing now. So it's like tie-dye and stuff. Tie-dye, prints, custom clothes. I pretty much do most things. So I got into it back when I was at media college. I just sort of wasn't finding stuff that I wanted to wear on the high street, and I thought, oh, shall I just make some clothes? Like, I've always been quite a keen like crafter / DIY person, so I decided to look up on YouTube how to print a t-shirt, and from there I did it like really bad and like loads of different methods that weren't professional at all. And then from there I found a passion for creating unique clothes. Yeah, and then from there it sort of grew. I started getting orders from my classmates at media college for tie-dye t-shirts, little slogans printed on t-shirts and stuff. And from there it literally just built. One of my friends at media college was like, Evie, you should start a Facebook page and sell your stuff. And I'm like, what? Will people want that? Like, I'm just doing it for fun. Like, I don't think people are going to want to buy my stuff. And they're like, well, literally everyone in your class, well, maybe not everyone, but a lot of my classmates were buying stuff from me. And so I thought, okay, I'll do it. We'll see. Like, this could literally go awful and no one will be interested. But it went the opposite direction and everyone loved it. And it turned into an actual small business. And I was self-employed for like a little while. But because we want to buy a house and get a mortgage, self-employed life is not easy. But I do my print and stuff like on the side still for a little bit of extra cash. So I wasn't doing it for a little while. Like, I did stop for while I was settling into my new job. I've been at my new job for like a year now or so, and I'm into it. Apart from lockdown, I'm probably going to forget everything. But yeah, it's starting to pick up. I think everyone's looking at buying gifts for people again, and I'm getting loads and loads of orders, which is awesome. Keep an eye out. Follow Evie Designs on Instagram. I will link it all below, and go have a look. We've got a sale on at the moment, so yeah, just go see what I do. I also do custom pieces, so if there's a slogan or something you want printed onto a t-shirt or a hoodie or like a tote bag, just let me know and I can arrange that. As a very quick answer, started off as a hobby, turned out people wanted to buy it, so yeah, it's nice when things just happen naturally. Okay, so someone asked, how did you get such a big house young? I don't have a big house. I don't have a house. This is my dad's house that I'm living in. And so we've got another Instagram page called Wells Reno, which is just tracking the renovation of this little bungalow that we bought. And now it's like a massive house. So head over there if you're interested in all things house and design and all that jazz. Yeah, so I don't have my own house. This is my dad's house. I'm just helping him renovate it because I'm living here while I save up for my own house. And then, yeah, the last one was literally just new house, 2021, hopefully. And I will be vlogging all of that. I'm so excited to show you, well, hopefully we can buy a house. I don't know what's going to happen with Rona. Hopefully, yeah, spring 2021, we'll be in a position, we've saved enough to get a mortgage and get our own little place. And then I'll be showing you like the transformation of that, because all of the ones I've been looking at are a bit dated and we're not really interested in getting a new build. I'd much rather buy a slightly older house that needs a lot of work done, and then we can really put our stamp on it. So keep an eye out, subscribe if you're into that kind of thing, because hopefully in like 6 months time we'll be house hunting. Please, I hope so. That's really all the questions. If there's anything else you guys want to know, comment below and I will answer them, or if there's enough I can do another video. And let me know if there are any other types of videos that you guys want to see, because at the moment I'm quite limited with lockdown. Lockdown's sort of eased, but I don't like going out because I'm just a bit of a germaphobe really. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and enjoyed getting to know me a little bit. Thank you for asking all your questions over on Instagram. Make sure to follow me for future videos like this, because that is where I'll be asking you guys to ask me stuff. If that makes sense. Make sure to give it a good thumbs up, subscribe, and maybe share it with a friend that you think will like it. If you're not already, go and check me out over on Instagram. I will link everything below, and that's just a good place for you guys to get to know me a bit more really. On YouTube I tend to just put a video a week, but on Instagram I post most days if I feel like it. Yeah, okay, see you next time guys.